Hi, Adams. This is lesson 4 of personal narratives, and here is our vocab for today. So, a guava is a tropical fruit, that's a noun. Prickly is an adjective, and it means pointy or spiky. Embedded is an adjective, and that means it's set firmly in something. Tinge is a noun, and that is a small amount of color. Crevices, a noun. Narrow spaces. Edible, a noun. Possible to eat. Laden, adjective. Heavily loaded or weighed down. Enticing, adjective. Appealing or attractive. So we are going to read another narrative today, and this is called When I Was Puerto Rican. And it's a prologue to a story, How to Eat a Guava. And this is by Esmeralda Santiago. Esmeralda Santiago is a writer and actress. She was born in Puerto Rico in 1948 and moved with her family to the United States when she was 13. This excerpt is the beginning of her first book, When I Was Puerto Rican, the first of her 3 memoirs. It tells the true story of her childhood in Puerto Rico and the move to New York. Barco que no ando, no llega a puerto. A ship that doesn't sail never reaches port. There are guavas at the Shop and Save. I pick one the size of a tennis ball and finger the prickly stem end. It feels familiarly bumpy and firm. The guava is not quite ripe. The skin is still a dark green. I smell it and imagine a pale pink center, the seeds tightly embedded in the flesh. A ripe guava is yellow, although some varieties have a pink tinge. The skin is thick, firm, and sweet. Its heart is bright pink and almost solid with seeds. The most delicious part of the guava surrounds the tiny seeds. If you don't know how to eat a guava, the seeds end up in the crevices between your teeth. When you bite into a ripe guava, your teeth must grip the bumpy surface and sink into the thick, edible skin without hitting the center. It takes experience to do this, as it's quite tricky to determine how far beyond the skin the seeds begin. Some years, when the rains have been plentiful and the nights cool, you can bite into a guava and not find many seeds. The guava bushes grow close to the ground, their branches laden with green, then yellow fruit that seem to ripen overnight. These guavas are large and juicy, almost seedless, their roundness enticing you to have one more, just one more, because next year the rains may not come. As children, we didn't always wait for the fruit to ripen. We raided the bushes as soon as the guavas were large enough to bend the branch. All right. Number 1, which is not one of the 5 senses? 2, what are sensory details? 3, which detail from the text describes sight? 4, which detail from the text describes taste? And 5, which detail from the text describes touch? That is all for lesson 4, and I will see you guys with lesson 5. Bye, Adams.